What if that was never yours to hold on to? The unknown. We meet again. In this moment, I can consider how every new day is unknown, and yet most of us don't fear it. For years, I claimed to fear the unknown. I didn't have the words to articulate the concept until they were given to me, being told directly that I was afraid of the unknown. I held on to that person's words as if they were my own, holding on like it was dear life. You know, that happens sometimes. Someone tells you something about you, or you read something that for some reason just makes sense. Whether good or bad, it'll stick when you internally find the glue. It's confirmation bias. It's our internal tendency to look for information that confirms what we already believe. It's like if you say you can't do something, your mind will stand with you to defend your statement. But if you say you can, or that you'll figure something out, your brain will discover different ways to think about a possible solution. Then guess what? You figure it out. There are plenty of ideas that we've taken on and accepted as truths based on our existing belief systems. I wonder what belief you're holding on to within yourself in this very moment that never belonged to you. A belief that's limiting some part of you. Not putting anything on you or handing you anything to hold on to. I'm just curious. I found it's not until you really begin to dig and sit with yourself long enough to question a few of your thoughts, questioning with curiosity and kindness without judgment. Kindness and without judgment. Oof. It wasn't until I started uncovering the depths of love that I began to consider how often I didn't give those things to myself. Kindness? Kind to myself. When I sat with that thought, spending time with that question, I began to see how often I was saying things to myself that weren't kind. Looking in the mirror at times and immediately scrutinizing some of what I saw. When I started to be mindful of kindness to myself, I wondered, where is the love? Because the fleeting feelings of what I once called love would come when I achieved something or whatever external action that felt gratifying. When those feelings were over, I had to begin to dig deeper to consider what kindness really is personally. And how could I actively be more kind to myself? I'm curious. Are you kind to you? What do you consider kindness to look like or sound like for you? Kindness to me this week has sounded like internal autocorrect. Hearing a thought come out of my mouth that is less than kind and switching the narrative, literally negating the verbal negative and saying the positive out loud to hear that instead. Letting that sink in. Learning to change the narrative of my internal autocorrect. The externals can't do it for me. Kindness sounds like stopping the repetitive loop, keeping score of everything I haven't done or should have done to instead take notice and appreciate the things that have been accomplished, and to acknowledge the things that still need my attention. Celebrating the wins, big or small. A win is a win. In hindsight, if you're wondering, like I was, how I went from talking about the unknown to kindness, I think it was my brain's way of identifying how often we interact with the unknown, and yet there's no fear. Simply the willingness and the desire to roll up the sleeves and embrace it head on. Release the beliefs that don't align with who you're meant to be. With love.